Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, one and all, to Trivia Club, live from the Trivia Clubhouse. We will begin in just a couple minutes' time at 7:05 with the trivia questions. Until then, say hello in the live chat. It will be great to see you. Great to hear from you. As always, we're live from the Trivia Clubhouse. Myself, my producer, my partner, the love of my life. Hello.
Hello.
Great to see you. Great to see you. Great to have everybody. Thank you for joining in. Hello to Rondai. Great to have you for a fun-filled evening. Please say hello to you as well.
Hello.
Hello. Hello to Down by the Bay. I'm going to adjust this a little bit too. I'm going to do a little camera and lighting adjustment. What do I want to work with? There you go. I think that's where I want to work. Where do I want that? We'll figure it out. The framing, it's fluid until we get going at 7:05. Hello to Cheryl. Good to have you as well. Great to see everybody in the chat. Great to have you playing. I'll take this extra minute or so to finalize getting everything ready. Finish getting everything ready on my end. Get those questions and audio queued up. Oh, speaking of which, to get used to getting my visual questions queued up. Don't mind me, just doing my job. Yeah. That I should have done an hour or two ago. Hello to Mad in LA. Good to have you. We'll be getting started in a moment's time. Oh, wait. Let's go this way. Alrighty. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Looks like we have the Youngs as well. Hello to the Youngs. And congratulations on the big news. Won't give too much news on the internet, but congratulations. Big exciting news in the future. Hello to the ghost of BB Rebozo. Hello to Cookie Faced as well. Fantastic. With all this queued up, I was going to go in one direction, and because it's my iPad, it crashed on me. So let's just have that like that, ready to go. And with that said, let's get going on trivia, shall we? In 5, 4, 3.
Welcome to Trivia Club.
Hello, hello. Welcome, one and all, to Trivia Club, live from the Trivia Clubhouse. I am your host, Russel Harder, the man with the bow tie, the man with that trivia plan. And this trivia is planned for 20 questions of trivia goodness. As I said, I am your host for tonight's trivia fun. And this is the 89th edition of Trivia Club, live from the Trivia Clubhouse. As always, I am joined by my executive producer, my partner, the love of my life. Hello. Hello. Yes, indeed. 20 questions of trivia goodness, and all you need is a pen and a piece of paper as we live stream from our house to yours. Thank you for supporting Trivia Club. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can also find Trivia Club on triviaclub.ca, but we'll be having a Oscar confidence pool coming up. And we'll also have a slightly different spin on our usual summer movie wager that I'm looking forward to putting into motion as well. But tonight is 20 questions of trivia goodness. Get that pen and piece of paper ready. Hello to everyone playing in the live chat on our stream on YouTube. Hello to Rondai. Hello to Down by the Bay. Hello to Sherlou. Hello to Mad in LA. Hello to the ghost of BB Rebozo. Hello to the Youngs. Hello to Cookie Faced. Hello, hello, everyone. I'm also, of course, joined by your executive producer and mine. And hello to my grandma Fran as well. Hello. Glad to have you playing. Glad to have everyone else playing who might not be in the live chat, like Sue and Mike as well. Hello to everyone. Great to have you joining in. Let us know your team name in the comment section if you're playing after the fact. Let us know also how many points you finished the night with. Be looking forward to hearing about that. At the end of every night, we also end with a bit of bonus trivia. A bit of bonus trivia can be any number of things, but it's always a anagram. And this Trivia Club anagram is called I Built a VCR because I Built a VCR is itself an anagram of Trivia Club. We give you that word puzzle and have you unmix it. Last week, we asked you to find a famous pop culture duo in the anagram A Bruiser's promo. And that famous duo was the Super Mario Brothers. The Super Mario Brothers. Both Mario and Luigi Mario. Those bros. All right. There's 3 cardinal rules when it comes to Trivia Club. Those cardinal rules are: be smarter than that internet connection. If you're cheating to find those answers, you're really only cheating yourself. Don't post any answers in the comment section either. Keep those answers away from that competition. Remember, no spoilers. And the only other rule of Trivia Club is tell everybody about Trivia Club. Cheers. So without much further to say or do, let's jump into this round of trivia goodness. Trivia Club at home, question number 1, in which we say, hey, game recognizes game. So at question number 1, in the movie White Men Can't Jump, Rosie Perez plays a character whose goal in life is to appear on what game show, which she ultimately achieves? Once again, in the movie White Men Can't Jump, Rosie Perez plays a character whose goal in life is to appear on what game show, a goal in which she ultimately achieves? Hello to Team Uno Persona as well. Thank you for joining us. Always great to see you. Question number 2, thoughts and the city. So, thoughts and the city asks you, what is the character Miranda's last name on the TV show Sex and the City? Perhaps a reference to the influential British philosopher. Once again, what is Miranda's last name on the TV show Sex and the City? Perhaps a reference to an influential British philosopher. Question number 3, we're in the Heights. So that question number 3, name the character in Wuthering Heights. Once again, yes, name the character in Wuthering Heights that is described as having a half-civilized ferocity and eyes full of black fire. Once again, name the character in Wuthering Heights that is described as having a half-civilized ferocity and eyes full of black fire. Question number 4, we're going to connect for the point on this question. What does that mean? There's a connection between the answers of 2 and 3. That's what that means. If you can tell me the connection between the answers of questions 2 and 3, you can get a point on question number 4. So connect for the point on question number 4. And here are those questions on 2 and 3 once again to help you with the potential connection. Question number 2, what is Miranda's last name on the TV show Sex and the City? Perhaps a reference to an influential British philosopher. And question number 3, what is the name of the character in Wuthering Heights that is described as having a half-civilized ferocity and eyes full of black fire? And your question number 4, what's the connection between the answers of 2 and 3? Question number 5, I'm going to ask you to give me 5. Nicely done.
Thanks.
So give me 5. 5 possible points to be won. Before Daniel Craig named the last 5 actors to have played James Bond in either an Eon or non-Eon produced film. So, once again, before Daniel Craig named the last 5 actors to play James Bond. Doesn't have to be the order in which they played them. It just has to be the 5 actors before Daniel Craig. Well, the last 5, that is. The Youngs are saying that they're off to a big 0, but there's still lots of trivia left to be played, so I believe in you. Oh, when it comes to Give Me 5, they asked if there's been more than 5 other actors to play James Bond. I will say there has been. I won't say how many other actors other than Daniel Craig. But I will say there has been more than 5. And this is, yes, remember, James Bond movies that are either produced by Eon or non-Eon produced films, which would be the production company that's been in charge of the James Bond films for its entire run, for the most part. So question number 6, we're going to fight for your right. So question number 6, in 1902, Cuba gained its independence from what country? Name the country that in 1902 Cuba gained its independence from. Question number 7, sister, sister. So that sister, sister question. On the TV show Friends, what is Phoebe's twin sister's name? A character who is also a character on Mad About You. Once again, yes, on the TV show Friends, what is the name of Phoebe's twin sister, who is also a character on Mad About You? Question number 8 is called Bit by Bit. I'm going to play an 8-bit version of a popular song, and you name that song for a point. Tell me the musical act responsible for that song for a second point. So here it is, that 8-bit version of a popular song. It'll be a kind of a hyper version of that song, a chiptune-y ringtone for an old flip phone kind of cover. Here we go. Name this song and name the musical act responsible for the original version, bit by bit. That bit by bit had energy right out of the gate. I got shot out of a cannon. Question number 9 is a continentals question. So, the continentals, but continental isle, because it's an island. So, what continent are the Maldives in? So, what continent does the Maldives belong to? Again, that question number 9, which continent are the Maldives in? Now your question number 10, your survey says it's time to get serious. This is Family Feud. Actually, Family Feud survey question to avoid as much the copyright as possible, even though we're using the survey question. So 100 Americans were surveyed for this question. You give me what you think is their number one answer. Survey says, name an animal with a fluffy tail. Very serious question. Name an animal with a fluffy tail. A lot of good answers. You know, not a bad animal with a fluffy tail. But there is an answer that will get you more points. That much is true. Question number 11. It is the pyramid scene. Alrighty. So, question number 11 for this pyramid scene. What is the primary industry of the companies Mary Kay, Avon, and Unique? I mean, the primary industry other than multi-level marketing. Once again, what is the primary industry of the companies Mary Kay, Avon, and Unique? Avon calling. But calling about what? That's the question. Question number 12 is our visual clue with a little bit more definition to our video, our visual side of things. We're going to give you a picture within the picture. This picture within a picture is a picture of a famous person before they were famous, and you tell me who that is. Yes. Question number 12 is called, pretty pointedly, descriptively, who's that? So, oh yes, all that to say, who's this? Who is this? Yes, question number 12. Who's that? Who is that? Okay, it's kind of washed out immediately, so I have to balance that light. Who's that? Other than a young man or woman with a lovely haircut. That's the wonder of a certain age of like, the sex really is, who knows? The gender, that is, yeah. Ultimately, not important. Yes, who's that? Yeah, I'll give you a look as well.
Oh, I saw it.
It's pointed towards you.
Yeah.
Who's that? Do you have an idea?
Yeah.
Ah,
Feel pretty good about it.
actually, it's true. Michelle points out that it's the same lovely hair as last week. I think last week had a bit of a straighter cut at least, but
It's true.
at one time or another, we've all had bowl cuts. If your hair has allowed you to do it, my hair has always defied the possibility of a bowl cut. Unless there's photographic evidence of that. If there is, please don't show it. That's all I'm asking. Question number 13, still processing. So, our question number 13. What cooking process involves submerging food, usually fruits or vegetables, in boiling water for a brief time and then submerging it in cold water? What is the cooking process that involves submerging food, usually fruits or vegetables, in boiling water for a brief time and then submerging it in cold water? Question number 14 is called Time After Time. Time after time. Dun, dun, dun. I have 4 historical moments for you. You put them in order from earliest to most recent with a point given for each correct placement. So there are 4 possible points to be won. There is also 2 possible points to be lost if you get even 1 spot off. So, time after time, here are those 4 historical moments in no particular order. Remember, you want to put them from earliest to most recent. And with the Batman coming out in theaters and eventually on streaming if you don't want to go to theaters. Remember, you don't have to. But happening this Friday, here are 4 Batman character roles, or 4 actors who have appeared in Batman movies, and you put them in order from earliest to most recent. So, first is Nicole Kidman playing the role of Dr. Chase Meridian. Great name. Great name. Once again, yes, Nicole Kidman is Dr. Chase Meridian in a Batman movie that I won't tell you which one, but you have to at least guess the general time frame. Uma Thurman plays Poison Ivy. Uma Thurman played Poison Ivy. Danny DeVito played the Penguin. Once again, Danny DeVito played the Penguin. And Tom Hardy played Bane. Or if you're going to do it like Tom Hardy, Tom Hardy played Bane. Because that was kind of hard to understand. Tom Hardy plays Bane. So yes, put these in order from earliest to most recent. And those roles are: in a Batman movie, Nicole Kidman played Dr. Chase Meridian. In another Batman movie, Uma Thurman played Poison Ivy. In a third Batman movie, Danny DeVito played the Penguin. And in a different Batman movie, Tom Hardy played Bane. Question number 15 is our countdown takedown question. This is a game show game that is played with Price is Right rules, but with a twist. You want to get as close as you can to the actual number without going over. Only guesses within 25% of the actual number without going over will get you points, though. If you're within that 25% range, that is 2 possible points to be won. If you guess the number right on, however, that is 5 points that you can win. If you're even 1 over, however, that is 0 points. Also, if you're outside of that range, of course, 0 points. Keeps you from doing the $1 Bob, as much as that is a fun thing to do. Just doesn't work within the rules of Countdown Takedown. So, Countdown Takedown, your question number 15. Hasbro, the toy company, announced earnings in mid-February, and the Wizards of the Coast unit alone was responsible for this percentage of the company's $1.29 billion in adjusted earnings before interest, taxes, and the like. Wizards of the Coast oversees the Dungeons and Dragons line of products, as well as the Magic the Gathering card game. And I don't know about you, but I've gotten into D&D. More on that later, but I'm having fun. Once again, though, Hasbro announced earnings in mid-February, and the Wizards of the Coast unit alone was responsible for this percentage of the company's $1.29 billion in adjusted earnings before interest. Yes, what percentage did the overseers of Dungeons and Dragons, as well as Magic the Gathering, and other less notable, but those are their main two. Yeah, what percentage of that 1.29 billion was what Wizards of the Coast brought in? Question number 16, we're spinning into the future. Spinning and spinning. Question number 16. Name the TV show that aired from 1973 to 1984 that included a future Academy Award winner and was followed by the popular spin-off, well, actually one of a few, but Mork and Mindy. Once again, what TV show that aired from 1973 to 1984 included a future Academy Award winner in its core cast and was followed by the popular spin-off Mork and Mindy? Though I will also note, Mork and Mindy not the only spin-off of that show. Question number 17 is actually a spin-off of question number 16. So, question number 17, core awards. Speaking of that future Academy Award winner from question number 16, who is the future Academy Award winner of the show's original core cast? Yes, one of those main cast members of that TV show from question number 16 was noted to be a Academy Award winner. Name that person. Question number 18 now is, which Chris, yes, it's your favorite game and mine. I tell you the movie and you tell me if it features one of these four delightful Hollywood Chris's. Does it feature Chris Pine, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, or Chris O'Dowd? So, Pine, Hemsworth, Evans, or O'Dowd, which Chris is in Knives Out?
Okay.
Oh,
And I wrote it down.
wow. Have you been looking at my...
No?
Oh,
Respect.
and you even did the same, write it down before I...
Mhm.
Oh, there you go. Good guess.
We'll see.
Mm.
Probably that.
Once again, yes, which Chris, Pine, Hemsworth, Evans, or O'Dowd is featured in the movie Knives Out? Great movie, Knives Out. And great Chris. They're all great. I mean, the four that I've noted, all great. I only leave out less great Chris's.
Mm.
Yeah. Question number 19, we're tuning out. So I'm going to read lyrics with as little melody, rhythm, or affect original to the song as possible. And you name that song and the musical act responsible for that song for a point each. So that question number 19, tune out. Here's that song from the lyrics. Yes, you name that song and name the musical act. Lyrics are going to be read with as little melody, rhythm, or affect original to the song as possible. I do it for you. There's no love like your love, and no other could give more love. There's nowhere unless you're there all the time, all the way. Yeah. Once again, those lyrics. I do it for you. There's no love like your love, and no other could give more love. There is nowhere unless you're there. All the time. All the way. Yeah. I could choose to say that last word in a different way. I don't want to. Question number 20. Before we jump into that trivia royale, in which you name any 10 of the possible answers to be given, are there any questions from the first 19 questions that I can repeat or clarify with the art of repetition? And it is an art. I went to school for it. It's not even a joke. It was part of the Atlantic Theater Acting School curriculum. Repetition. Oh, I'll queue up the time on my phone. Give everyone a chance to call out any questions that they need repeated. Let me know in the live chat. Let me know from the production booth, which is a comfortable couch. Looking good? Feeling good? Excellent. Excellent. Looking good. All right. Doesn't look like there's anything to repeat or clarify. Fantastic. Question number 20, our trivia royale. So 5 minutes on the board to give me those answers. A name for me. Any 10 of the top 20 most traded currencies in the world. Yes. Any 10 of the top 20 most traded currencies in the world in daily volume. This is according to Wikipedia as of April 2019. Oh, and if a country shares the name of their currency with another country, specify the country as well as that currency. So if you're going to say, let's just specify completely. If you're going to say dollar, you're going to have to specify which country that dollar belongs to, if you're going to name it multiple times. All righty. So yes, once again, any 10 of the top 20 most traded currencies in the world in daily volume, according to Wikipedia, as of April 2019. And remembering to specify the country, as long as the currency shares a name with another country's currency. If it's just the currency of that country or countries, and it doesn't share a name with anything else on that list, then you can just name the currency. Cool? Cool. 4 minutes remaining. Four minutes remaining. Oh, I missed earlier. Who's that? My dad said a nice haircut, and my aunt Sandy, I imagine, said your aunts had that cut, or maybe Grandma's in the chat, but it's probably Sandy. Yeah. It's a lovely haircut. though the bangs were kind of mishandled in that picture specifically. 3 minutes remaining. Yes, less than 3. We've passed that point. Three minutes remaining. 2:40 remaining. Two minutes remaining. 2 minutes. One minute and 30 seconds to name for me more or less as many currencies as you can. Any 10 of the top 20 most traded currencies in the world in daily volume, according to Wikipedia as of April 2019. Naming any 10 of those will get you a point. But ultimately, it's a game of name currencies. And in this case, popularly used or most often used or traded. Less than a minute remaining, less than a minute. Don't forget to specify the country if the currency shares the same name as another country's currency. If you're going to say dollar multiple times, specify that country that has the dollar, for instance. 20 seconds remaining, less than. Don't forget to fill out any other blank spaces you might have, as we'll be marking our papers in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time is up. Time is up. Thank you so much for that Trivia Royale, and thank you to my producer for the idea for that Trivia Royale.
No, I need to get. I had to guess all the answers, but
yeah,
I'm glad to.
Thank you. Indeed. I mean,
doesn't mean I got all the
okay, that doesn't mean you were that you put any planning into it, other than a great idea. There's a difference between brainstorming and studying.
Yeah.
Yeah. All righty. Question number 1 in this trivia club at home. Here is that answer for that question. So a point for every correct answer, or more points when noted. But question number 1, answer number 1. In White Men Can't Jump, Rosie Perez plays a character whose goal in life is to appear on what game show, which she is ultimately successful in, both in the getting there and just doing really well in it. That'd be Jeopardy. Jeopardy. Question number 2. Thoughts in the City. What is Miranda's last name on Sex and the City? Perhaps a reference to an influential British philosopher, or perhaps a reference to a role that Dwayne Johnson played in the Fast and the Furious movies. I'm kidding. Miranda had this name before The Rock did. That would be Hobbs. Question number 3. What character in Wuthering Heights is described as having a half-civilized ferocity and eyes full of black fire. That'd be, which sounded like a dramatic thing to say. That'd be Heathcliff. Heathcliff. So your question number 4, what is the connection between Hobbes and Heathcliff? They are both cartoon or comic strip cats. Except, yeah, comic strip cats, cartoons, you know? Mm-hmm. Comic strip characters. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Question number 5. Give me 5. That was the most awkward one yet. I hit my hand on the way out. So your question number 5, before Daniel Craig, who are the last 5 actors to play James Bond in either an Eon or non-Eon produced film? Pierce Brosnan was the most recent before Daniel Craig. Timothy Dalton would also get you a point. Sean Connery came back in a non-Eon produced film for a point. Roger Moore also played James Bond. And George Lazenby was James Bond before Roger Moore. Before George Lazenby, in a non-Eon film, was David Niven, who wouldn't get you a point. But before that would be Sean Connery, who came back. So it all washes out. So yes, there are only 6 other actors who have played James Bond other than Daniel Craig. If you said David Niven, you didn't get a point. Everyone else would have gotten you points. Pierce Brosnan, Timothy Dalton, Sean Connery, Roger Moore, and George Lazenby. So it's kind of a tricky question, though Sean Connery came back, so it wasn't that tricky. Question number 6, fight for your right. In 1902, Cuba gained its independence from the United States of America. It was a Spanish colony for quite a while, and then the U.S. came to an agreement with Spain after the Spanish-American War. So it only had Cuba as a territory for a short time after Spain held it for quite a bit longer than the United States. But yes, in that agreement with Spain, the United States got Cuba and Puerto Rico and a couple of other territories. But Cuba gained its independence shortly after. So that one's actually a trickier question. Question number 7, sister. On the TV show Friends, what is Phoebe's twin sister's name? There's also a character on Mad About You. That'd be Ursula. Ursula, who was a character on Mad About You before Friends came around. After Phoebe became a character on Friends, of course, instead of ignoring the fact that the same actress was playing 2 different characters on NBC sitcoms, they're like, you know what, let's just make them twin sisters. I enjoy that fact. And the more Lisa Kudrow, the better. Question number 8, your bit by bit. So that 8-bit version of a popular song was the song Safety Dance, for a point, by Men Without Hats. Second point. Question number 9, continentals. What continent are the Maldives in? They are in Asia. They're in Asia. If you specified the subcontinent of India, I could also give you a point. You said the subcontinent. I don't know why I take that extra step, though. So Asia is your point. Mm-hmm. Question number 10, your survey says, name an animal with a fluffy tail. So 5 possible answers could get you some points. I'll start with the 1-point answer and go up in the potential points to be won from there. So 1 point If you thought of this answer and you're like, this answer is crazy, but it's crazy like a fox, there's 1 point for fox. 2 points if you liked this answer a lot. Howl like a dog. Yes, 2 points for dog or husky. You know, if you specified the fluffy-tailed dog, that's still 2 points. 3 points if you were just nuts for this answer. Squirrel. 3 points for squirrel. We have a lot of fluffy-tailed squirrels in the backyard. They're always a lot of fun to see. Mm-hmm. 4 points if this answer got your tongue, but also got you 4 points. That'd be cat. Cat got you 4 points. And 5 points for this 24-carat answer, because rabbits like carrots. That would be, yes, rabbit or bunny for 5 points. Rabbit or bunny will get you 5. Cat will get you 4 points. Squirrel for 3 points. Dog for 2 points. And fox for 1 point. Remember the song, What Does the Fox Say? Yeah. I have nothing else to add. It just popped in my mind, so I thought I'd bring it up. Yeah. That was a weird sound. Question number 11. Answer number 11. Your pyramid scene. What is the primary industry of the companies Mary Kay, Avon, and Unique? It would be cosmetics. Question number 12. Who's that? That is not my father, though he did note just now that he had that haircut. And he cut his own bangs. So there you go. And that's why he no longer has any bangs. Just get out of hand. You want to keep on getting them shorter and shorter. You try to get them straight, and then they're gone. That was a young but future Batman, and not much else. No, I'm kidding. He did a lot more. George Clooney. George Clooney. Question number 13, still processing. What cooking processing involves submerging food, usually fruits or veg, in boiling water for a brief time, then submerging it in cold water? That is the process of blanching. Blanching. How are you liking these cooking questions sprinkled in last couple of weeks? Yeah. Question number 14, time after time. Time after time. Here are those Batman rules in order from earliest to most recent. Also historical moments still. So your earliest of those 4 in 1992 was when Danny DeVito played the Penguin in Batman Returns. That's true. Yeah. Fun movie. He was a gross character, but it worked. Yeah. In 1995, in Batman Forever, Nicole Kidman played Dr. Chase Meridian. In 1997, in Batman and Robin, Uma Thurman would play Poison Ivy. And in 2012, in The Dark Knight Rises, Tom Hardy would play Bane. It looked like from one there, like you switched Poison Ivy and Dr. Chase Meridian. Yeah. That was the trick there. That was the tricky one. Yeah. Question number 15, our countdown takedown. Hasbro announced earnings in mid-February, and the Wizards of the Coast unit alone was responsible for what percentage of the company's $1.29 billion in earnings before interest, taxes, and the like? So the overseers of the Dungeons and Dragons line of products, as well as Magic the Gathering, made up, can I get a drum roll, please? 46% of that 1.29 billion, 46%. Enough that actually some shareholders of Hasbro want to make Wizards of the Coast their own company. They want to break away that big old D&D producing company. People are spending more and more time inside, and those inside kids want to play Dungeons and Dragons. Let me tell you.
So tell us our points.
Oh, yes. So I got really excited about Dungeons and Dragons, everybody. I'm having fun. 46% will get you 5 points. 45 to 34 will get you 2 points. You probably said 31. Yeah. That's close. Yes, 46 will get you 5. 45 to 34 will get you 2. 33 and below will get you 0, as will 47 and above. And 47 is such a good number, too. It's unfortunate. Question number 16, spinning into the future. So what TV show that aired from 1973 to 1984 included a future Academy Award winner in its main cast and was followed by a popular spin-off? A couple of them, but one of them was Mork and Mindy. That would be Happy Days. Monday, Tuesday, Happy Days. These days are happy days. All right. Question number 17, core awards. What is the future, or who was the future Academy Award winner of that show's original core cast? That'd be eventually winning not for any acting award, but for Best Director, Ron Howard. Ron Howard, yeah. I am feeling a little trickier today. Yeah. But question number 18, which Chris, Pine, Hemsworth, Evans, or Otad, which Chris was in Knives Out? Coming soon to CBC Gem, so I've been told. Yeah. Knives Out featured Chris Evans. Chris Evans. Very good in that movie, yeah. He's a Chris Dowd. Chris O'Dowd. Yeah, he would have been good in that movie. Yeah, agreed. I can see why you thought. Yeah. Question number 19, tuning out. So for your tune out, I do it for you. There's no love like your love, and no other could give more love. There's nowhere unless you're there, all the time, all the way. Yeah. Yeah. That is everything I do it for you. Which is a lot of pressure you're putting on somebody, Brian Adams. Yes, Brian Adams, for a point, and everything I do it for you. For another point. Yeah. Question number 20, our Trivia Royale. So any 10 of those top 10 most traded currencies in the world, that's in daily volume, as of April 2019. And those currencies starting with the most traded currency and going down in the top 20. So any 10 of these will get you 1 point each. Starting off with the US dollar. Then the euro. The yen of Japan. The British pound, which is the pound sterling. The Australian dollar. The Canadian dollar. The Swiss franc. The Chinese renminbi, the Hong Kong dollar, the New Zealand dollar, the Swedish krona, South Korean won, the Singapore dollar, the Norwegian krone, that's like krona, but instead of an A at the end, there's an E. The peso of Mexico, yeah, Mexican peso. the Indian rupee, the Russian ruble, the South African rand, the Turkish lira, and the Brazilian real. Real? I think of real.
How do you spell it?
R-E-A-L. Yeah. No accents that I can remember, so real. So once again, Brazilian real, Turkish lira, South African rand, Russian ruble, Indian rupee, Mexican peso, Norwegian krone, Singapore dollar, South Korean won, Swedish krona, New Zealand dollar, Hong Kong dollar, Chinese renminbi, Swiss franc, Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, the British pound, the Japanese yen, the euro, and the US dollar. All right, and as you're adding up those point totals, let us know the points that you finished with in the live chat. Look forward to hearing about them. Let us know your team name, of course, with those point totals. I'll give you a shout out once we have those point totals coming in. As you're adding those points up, let me know if you need any specifics with any answers, but here's that bonus bit of trivia for you, your tiebreaker if you need it. Oh, before I give that, here's that answer to question number 19. Your tune out. The answer was, everything I do it for you. That's by Brian Adams. If you put everything I do in brackets, no additional points, but hey, style. That's just good flair on your parts. So that bonus bit of trivia, that Trivia Club anagram is what we call I built a VCR, because I built a VCR is itself an anagram of Trivia Club. We're going to ask you this week to find the Batman character in the following anagram. Batman character in question is Pre-dawn thorny elf. Pre-dawn thorny elf, which yes sounds like a D&D character. Are there going to be D&D questions coming up? Well, maybe. My producer's really liking this possibility.
No.
You're excited.
No.
I can see the excitement on your face.
No.
Ooh, well done too. Your executive producer and mine with 27 points. Yeah. Yeah. Well done to Team Uno Persona with 14 points. Yeah. Well done to Down by the Bay with 41 points. Yeah. Good job to the Ghost of BB Rebozo with 40 points. Yeah. With 33 points is Mad in LA. Yeah. With 41 points as well is Cookie Face. Well done, Cookie Face. Yeah. With 28 points, way better than 0. Yes, it's the Youngs. Well done. Yeah. You got you know just stretched. You got it. You warmed up in the beginning, and then off to the races. 14 points for Team Sherlou. Well done, Team Sherlou. That's indeed. The potential of more point totals coming in. I want to say thank you all once again for joining, and thank you, of course, as well to all those in the chat, or not in the chat, but playing along at home, who don't have that ability to share those point totals. Thank you, as always, to my grandma Fran for playing along. Thank you. Love you. Great to have you playing along at Trivia Club. Thank you to Rondai as well, also in the chat. Close by. Thank you as well for playing along. Thank you to, who else might be missing? Oh, Mike and Sue might be playing, not in the chat. Alrighty, thank you everyone once again. Don't forget to like and subscribe and enjoy Trivia Club on triviaclub.ca. We will be back next Tuesday on March 8th, 2022 for more Trivia Club goodness. March 8th. Anything else to say?
Nope.
No? Just one more thing. All right. So let's say that one more thing before we end the evening with just the enjoyment of it all. Same thing we say every night, and that is, remember, it's not what you know, it's what you learn along the way. Thank you, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
See you next week.
See you next week. I'll see you in a second.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.